appreciate you for stopping by. Now let's get into a little back and forth banter. All right. Matthew said, sounds like I need to post my ETH address. Yeah, exactly. Beardy is one of those people that can verify it. So just between us, I didn't dump my Flipit tokens. Just didn't have the time. I was going to. That was the whole idea. But I just didn't. And I got them for free, so I'm like, well, who cares? So all the people in my community, you know who you are. It's a private community. And if you know how to get in, you do. If you don't, sorry. They can verify that by just looking at EtherScan through the wallets that they interact with. And that's it. Let's see. Shannon Miller says, send me money, I'll run naked down the street. That sounds like a Fiverr deal right there. Go Winnie. What's your favorite micro altcoin? World Mobile is what I don't know if I'd say micro or meld. Those are pretty good ones. Yeah, 100 million big spender, exactly. But when you give it but here's the thing, RC Anderson, you understand. So if I give that to 50 people, which is roughly what it was, you know how much I had to spend in gas fees? This is the thing that sucked. Gas fees were on the day that I was giving away, which I think was 2 days ago, if I'm not mistaken. It was between $8 and $12 per transaction. So it actually cost me a lot just to give these worthless tokens away. But it was just to prove a point. Like, here's your tokens. You can gamble if you want to. They're free. But just know that, you know, people are going to dump. And that's it. You don't want steak. RC Anderson is just waiting to load up in Q4. That's my plan. Could work out pretty well. Even the Quandary says even the credible coins are from. That's true. Even some of these credible coins, they could be. That's why, like, the majority of what I have invested in crypto, roughly 75% is Bitcoin. The next heavy coin is Ethereum. And the next heavy coin is somewhere, it's either Polygon or Cardano, one of those two. Well, that's good, pump. That's right. Let's see. Any... Someone says, hey, Rob, why does Sweatcoin customer service blow? I changed phones, can't log into my account. It's been 2 weeks, no response to them, multiple emails. I don't know. I'm not customer service, man. Reach out to this guy. Let's see. Hold on. Oh. There. Oh, let me share my screen. Reach out to this guy at Oleg_Fem. He's one of the founders. And just ask him, hey, man, what's up with the customer service? He's usually responsive on Twitter. So go take that one away. All right. Yeah. Let's see. That's right. Hello, Des. TND Tesla. Alex says, have you considered investing in ADA's Snake or Sneck or Sneak or whatever it's called coin? No. I think the time to invest was before, but I could be wrong. It could go up another 500,000 million%. I have no idea. It's not my thing. Let's see. I mean, it might be great. Who knows? Do you believe Charles Hoskins that the Ripple case will be over next month? You know what this Ripple case is? It's almost the same thing as a Bitcoin ETF. I've been hearing Bitcoin ETFs in 2017. a spot ETF, not a futures. Never happens. So I've heard that this case of SEC versus Ripple is going to conclude for the last 18 months. Never happens. So if he's right, great. And the real question is who's going to win? And if I don't think the SEC can win outright, but if they do, it's going to be problems. Driss says, Rob, do you think Cardano will 10x this next bull run? Yeah, potentially. I will say this, if you're going to do any trading of said meme coins, I think Cardano is probably the best platform to do it. I mean, I can't say it's the best. I can tell you with 100% fact after doing this that it's a hell of a lot better than Ethereum. Ethereum is expensive. It's not that slow, actually. It's pretty quick, but it's expensive. So at least with Cardano, if you're doing like a mem swap, we covered this yesterday, it's going to cost you 2 ADA. Maybe you might get discounts depending on how much you have locked up, but it's around 2 ADA. ADA right now is around 35 cents. So you're looking at 70 cents per transaction. It's a heck of a lot better than, $7, $10, $12 per transaction on Ethereum. And that's the truth. Bencoin. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that. I don't really follow too much. Yeah, me too. Let's see. Chinese people who wanted Bitcoin already have it. China won't allow it for the commoner in the mainland. Maybe, maybe not. Watch that video from Guy, and he makes a really good case for why China would want Bitcoin. And it did make a lot of sense. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good point. Rodian Cheese, God, I stopped investing in crypto. More money been made in AI stocks. More adoption is key. We talked about the narrative yesterday, AI and the crypto or digital asset that is render. That could be one of those things. Jeffrey says, Dan coin coming. No. Why would that come? That makes no sense. Like if I did a Dan coin, like I did a coin before, it was called Tomato Coin. And I just airdropped it to everybody who was in my stake pool for Cardano. And that was it. And it was just a joke. And that's all it went to. I just gave it away for free. But I know people want to make their own meme coin and, profit off their community. That's what you want to do, I guess. Unless you just got so much money, you got to burn it. It's good. Rob, how do we invest in gaming? Individual games, bigger projects like Matic, others. So for me, it's just you can go to individual games like Illuvium and Big Time and Cornucopias and things like that. And you can invest into those. They'll probably do really well. The thing is, though, is you'll never know because there's so many, like I'm not a developer, but the guys that I talk to, they tell me that, gaming is a very competitive industry. And especially mobile gaming. For every one game that's a hit, you've got 10,000 which just languish and don't do anything. That's just mobile gaming. Now the other parts, the AAA rank gaming, those take years to complete, and it's a lot of money to do it. And if it's a flop and it's not major, that industry or that studio can go under fast. So for me, when I look at this stuff, I'm like, I don't know which one's going to make it. I don't know, maybe they'll make it, but I just take a look at, to be the safest play, of course, just look at the projects that these games are building on. And the biggest one that I see is Polygon. So I invest heavily into Polygon. That's why it's like my third or fourth highest amount that I have in my bags. So we'll see. Oh, Jared's got a good question. The bigger June impact on crypto markets, China exchange listings or another 25-point Fed rate hike? I'll tell you exactly what it'll be. Okay, nobody knows, but here's something that I like to look at. Oh, I got to tell you, things are changing. So this is the target probabilities for the 14th of June for the Fed meeting. And just a couple of days ago, this one everybody was predicting that the Fed was not going to raise rates. me think. 1 week, 24 May, 1 month. Yeah, you can see that. They thought, as of the 20th of April, 64% of people, 64% thought it wouldn't raise. And then the 24th of May, 63%. 30th of May, and then current, 56. So right now it's a toss-up. People think that 43% of people think they'll raise. 56% think they'll stay the same. I am under the assumption that they will, they could actually pause for one time. But if they pause, God, imagine that. If they did pause, how great would that be? And then if the listings go through in Hong Kong, how great would that be? That'd be a pretty good one. And then we'd have a pretty good June. But even so, let's say that they do hike the rates because something comes out. Maybe it wouldn't be so big of a thing because people are kind of like, they're on the fence anyhow. But with Hong Kong listing and people getting into it, especially retail, that could actually do a pretty good play. So yeah, I think June could be a pretty good month. And July should be a good month. And then August and September might go down a little bit. Where are we? Gold and silver is the way. He's not wrong. Gold did really well. I think gold, I don't even know if is gold, it's close to or at near an all-time high. This guy keeps coming to the channel and checking how many times I steal from his website. I can't help it, Ben. It's a great website. So I steal everything that I can from it. Also, first month off 10%. Wow! Got it. Let's see. Digital Dave is back on the grid. That's good. Ben, I'll see you tomorrow early. Oh, Illuvium was over 1K a coin. Today it was like $50. Really? Wow, that's pretty awful. That's what sucks. See, these are the things. Here's the question. What is Illuvium built on? Let's see. Jeez Louise. You know, Illuvium is, let me show you what I'm saying. You know, Illuvium is $52. Wow. And it is based on Ethereum. Well, it's in the ecosystem. Maybe that's Polygon. Oh, it's on Immutable X. An Immutable X is a layer 2 solution. Interesting. It's a lot of money, though. Let me see that. Let me see that one more time. We'll go max. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Man, you're... There you go. 1844. I got to tell you, you can look at this two ways. You can look at this like this is the worst thing of all time, or maybe because I've seen gamers like Bryson at Crypto Stash. They've been playing the actual real game. It looks like it's rolling out. So the question is, why is it so low when it's actually being done? Because this is all speculation, of course. But even if this went back to its all-time, let's just say in the next bull run in 2 years or a year and a half or how long it takes, he goes to this. That's still a pretty great play. What was it over here? Same thing. I got to tell you, that's not a bad play if you think it can go back up. Again, it's all a gamble. But I don't think it would hurt you to put $50 in, maybe. Wait a couple years and see if it goes at $1,800. Tell your grandkids about what a great trader you are. I don't see much upside in Matic in comparison, but a lot of people like it. Not that a lot of people like it. a lot of places are actually using it. So like, I mean, if you're looking at like, even like NFTs, I mean, Starbucks, Best Buy, and Genso Kishi, and I mean, you can see a lot of partnerships. Actually, let's just take a look. Polygon Studios. But at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter unless it works. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oof. Google Cloud partners with Polygon? Huh. Oops. I should probably show you what I see. I forgot about that one. Stripe partnered with Polygon? When did that happen? Oh, it's all for NFTs. That's what it is. Meta, Adobe, Starbucks, NFL, Adidas, Wall Street, Reddit, Stripe, nothing. I don't know what nothing is. And DraftKings. No one we just talked about. So, like, I don't know if you ever tried to interact in Polygon, but it's just way cheaper. I don't know if it's a layer 2, so it's faster. So again, I mean, there may be something out there that's faster and cheaper and things like that, but you have to look at it like which one is actually having the partnerships. Solana could be another one. They have major partnerships and they're pretty fast. I know people will say, yeah, but it goes down all the time. It's not really all the time. So what if it's up, down, you know, it's up 97% of the time, 3%. But that's awful, Rob. It's awful. I'm sure they'll fix it at some point. I'm not here to say it. I invest in a Solana. Why not? Who knows? I don't know. I don't know what's going to be the next one. Hey, Rob, I've been hearing that more smaller banks are freezing accounts, buying crypto on Coinbase. Seems like as interest rates increase, banks tighten their control. You see the same thing. I've heard the same thing, but I don't get a lot of proof. I just hear people complaining randomly about their banks. I had an issue with Wells Fargo years ago, but that hasn't happened again. So I'm not sure. Ben wants royalties. Yeah, man. After you get all the kids out to go to school. Dominance. I've heard this term before. Bitcoin dominance. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. Apparently it's like a thing. Ben thinks dominance is too low. This is true. Immutable X is $12? Perhaps so. No, it's usually fake, Ben. That comes here. Let's see. What else we got? And Neil says, Matic has been one of the most resilient in this bear market. You know what's been really resilient and really great? We covered this yesterday. Let me show you. And it keeps up with the AI narrative. Render. Now it's down 5% today. Ooh. But how 7 days? Still down 7 days. But in 2 weeks, 30 days, 90 days, 180 days. It started at 50 cents. Now it's at 248. What about a year? It's not bad. 40 cents, 74 cents. What about max? Of course, 2021. So it's still down more than half. And I know Ben's going to like this one. Let's take a look at how it compares. Oh, no. It's up 8% for Bitcoin. Now, hold on. Let me see here. Gee. But still. Oh, yeah. All-time high, still down 94%. Jeez Louise. Hey, speaking of which, let's take a look at over 7 days. XRP is up 10% in 7 days. Wow. Yeah, goes to show you. That's all. That's for all the big traders. I'm not that guy. Thank you. Appreciate it. My wife picked it out for me. I can't even dress myself. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. Will NFTs make a comeback? Yeah. I mean, the goofy ones that don't do anything? No. Those are worthless. The ones that are just images and of goofy pictures? Absolutely not. But things where you can use an NFT as some type of ID, or maybe for real estate to prove that you actually own that real estate, or for transactions in games and gaming and Web3 blockchain gaming, sure. Why not? Just a bunch of bottom dwellers like Tom Crown and Ben. It's tough to have everybody here. Fake check mark, Ben. Hey, Tommy. Yeah, 94% is quite a bit of time. Oh, not Meme is here. And Miss Teen Crypto. Well, it is nice when people stop by, that's for sure. So Craig asked the question. Craig's a little late to the party, but I'm glad Craig made it. So why are we crashing? First of all, we can't really call it a crash, can we? You say it's a pullback or a retracement. Every time I say it's crashing, everybody jumps all over me. So I don't say it anymore. I say pullback. And again, Hong Kong, June 1st. Even though that's supposed to be the date, that's just when they're going to start accepting applications for exchanges. Thus, it may take quite a bit of time for everything. After June 1st, unless you're trading on a registered exchange for retail or institutional investors, it is a crime punishable by a major fine or jail time. So maybe those people are just selling off a little bit. Could be. Or maybe they're holding on. Who knows? Or maybe people like these degenerate gamblers like Tom are selling off in anticipation. Who knows? Yeah. Everybody's invited to this nice green screen. Behind this green screen looks very ugly, though. Oh, my God. And then to talk about meme coins, Snack or Snake is up 14%. Who's jumping in that pool first? I've made very few promises on this channel. Very few. And the one that I have made was when Bitcoin goes to 100K, then I jump in that green screen. Whether it's the green screen here or the green screen in Puerto Rico, one of those will be. So I will do it. Brandy's going to push in Tom. The banana hammock? No, I can't. This is a PG-13 channel. Come on. That's true. I am scared I need another ordinal and pair of threes. Well, swim trunks. I'm not going to jump in like that. Drugi says, I'm bummed. I thought your pools were... No, unfortunately not. It's all fake. It's all fake. Behind this is just an unkempt yard and a bunch of weeds and crushed hopes and dreams. That's what's behind this green screen. Where are your dogs? I missed them. There's one right there. Laziest bum of all time. And then Chloe's in the house laying down. Yes. Well, I pay a lot for this because this is one of those dynamic green screens. So if you move the screen, it picks up other stuff. So it's pretty cool. And that's it. So what's up? Announcements. Everybody, as a quick announcement, don't forget, tomorrow, NFA Live. Good questions. Me, Ben, and Guy. And it'll be on Guy's channel next week, and then we're on Ben's channel. This one will be pretty good. Going over presidential elections, the possibilities of regulatory clarity, and a lot of stuff in between. And of course, I like this. There's one question that Guy asked. If crypto became illegal and we couldn't do what we do, would we move to another country? Which one would it be and why? That's a good one. Fan man said, Rob, am I blocked? 20 comments less money, 2 minutes, asking most. No. Nope, you are not blocked. No, that dog is, actually, she is pretty good. Anyhow, well, everybody, we've gone about 40 minutes or so. That's good. I've got to go. Some things I got to take care of today at the sports facility. But that's it for today. So look, if you liked today's video, consider subscribing, all that great stuff. I do appreciate you stopping by. But that's it. So everybody, thanks so much. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Adios.